my equestrian friends, it's me Lisa, the Budget Equestrian. Welcome back to today's video. And today I have a really fun video for you. It is getting to be fall-ish, kind of fall. It's almost the middle of September and the days are starting to get shorter. My horses are shedding out their summer coats and they are preparing for winter. Yeah, fall is great. I love fall, but winter time, not my favorite, but that's okay. And today I wanted to show you how you can clean your horse's winter blanket at home. Don't need anything fancy. And how I changed how I cleaned my horse blankets from the old way that I did it to using this. And if you saw my video on my dollar store equestrian haul, I showed this to you guys. This is called Awesome Power Oxygen, which is basically like Oxy Clean. I don't know if I can say that or get in trouble, but it's a powder. You dissolve it in water and it cleans. And it does a fantastic job on getting horse blankets clean. So that's what I wanted to show you today. And I wanted to kind of show you how I used to clean the horse's blankets. Again, I usually do it in late summer, early fall, just because it's a lot nicer outside. And then I can hang the blankets on my fencing so that they dry out quickly, and then I just bring them back in the barn and they're ready to go. But with this, it was a lot easier. The blanket got a lot cleaner, and that's what I wanted to show you. So I'm going to show you how I used to do it versus how I will do it from now on with this. I will. So first, let me show you how I used to clean my horse's blankets. I would take a sprayer, fill it up with water and some dish soap, and then I would just spray off the horse blanket. Now the sprayer that I'm using, I actually got last year and it had like horse shampoo in it. So it works really well because you can turn soap on or you can just have the water come on. I usually get it wet first and then I apply the soap. So I just kind of put the soap all over the blanket on one side and then I go to the other side. And this is Ethan's blanket and it is really, really dirty because he lives in his blanket pretty much all winter long. So this blanket was really, really dirty. And one side is done, so now I'm going to switch it around and do the other side of it. So again, I start by applying just the water and then I turn on the soap so that the soap will soap up the dirty parts of the blanket. And I got this blanket last year from Jeffers Equine and it was their economy blanket and it worked really well. It wore really well and I was really happy with it. And I actually did a review of this blanket last year. So if you're looking for a horse blanket, Jeffers Equine had the best prices on blankets last year and hopefully they do this year as well. Thankfully, I will not have to buy a blanket for Ethan because this one worked so well and it actually wore really well too. So when I'm cleaning the blanket this way, this is a little bit more labor intensive because I'm flipping everything around and I'm really just having to stand with the hose in the water and hopefully getting the dirt off of the blanket. And some of the spots were really ground in, so they didn't get 100% clean. But it's definitely a lot cleaner than it was when I first started. And this is the blanket when it was pretty much dry, and you can still see some of the dirt remnants that are on it from the way that I did clean it. But I wanted to test out this cleaner that I got at the dollar store, and I put in 2 scoops of the cleaner. I guess it's kind of like Oxy Clean. That's the only thing I can come up with that it's similar to. And I just used cold water, and I used a storage tote to basically act as a washing machine for the blanket. This is Ethan's other blanket, and you can see it's really dirty, just like the first one. But I can use this blanket for Frisbee as well, so I want to make sure all of my blankets are clean. But I really wanted to show you it was dirty before I decided to clean it. Yeah, there's a lot of mud and just gunk on there. But this is it. This is a real test of this cleaner. So then I brought the blanket over and put it into the storage bin. And I wasn't sure it was going to fit, but it actually fit really well. And then I just moved the blanket around in the bin, making sure that it was all nice and wet. And I was basically acting as the washing machine. I just kind of moved everything around, making sure everything was wet. And then I came back 20 minutes later, and this is what I have. A blanket in a lot of yucky water. So I think that proves that this stuff works really well to get the dirt out of the horse's blanket. The hardest part was getting the blanket up onto my hitching post so that I could rinse it off. And then I just took the hose and basically rinsed it off. And I think you can see that a lot of the dirt is gone, and the blanket is definitely a lot cleaner than it was before I decided to wash it. And this was also a lot easier to do it this way than doing it the old way that I used to do it. And here is the blanket. It is all clean, nice, and ready for whichever horse is going to be wearing it this winter. I was really impressed with this cleaner, and I will be buying it again. It's so clean. So what did you think? Cleaning with this was a lot easier than cleaning with the detergent that I had. And it was just dish soap. I've always done it that way, but obviously this is a lot better than the old way that I used to do it. If you've never cleaned your horse's blanket before, it's really easy to do. You don't need a lot of stuff. And the cleaner that worked the best cost $1. So I was really happy with that. You don't have to go to the laundromat. You don't have to do any of that. You can wash your horse's blanket at home or at your barn, as long as you have some place to hang it and it can dry out in the sun. I'm really, really happy with this, and I will be buying this again because it worked so well. Thanks so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can watch all my other DIY projects, product reviews, and horse-related videos showing you how to make the most of the time that you have with your horse. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I will. I know I will.